How can you
In
endorse him?
India, I respected their laws. End of.
What about our laws here then? Why do you respect our laws here?
What's that?
You know what our laws are.
Well, I mean, I've never ever run a pirate radio station. Never. Shit, you know. That's why my channel is named.
Have you been inside before then?
No,
That's a lie.
I was in for overstaying once.
See, I knew it.
You're good. You're good. Yeah, but you know when Bob's lying, don't you?
What's that?
His lips are moving.
I like
But what's your channel, by the way? Illegally in Gaza, where Hamas fighters are putting women and children at risk. They could surrender today and it would all be over. But Gaza needs rebuilding. And India would contribute, Trump would contribute. There needs to be peace in Gaza. India is a peaceful country, but I can only speak for Mumbai and Bangalore. India is a place for Hindus, Muslims and Christians to live together in peace. Bye, Shakul.
Yo, what's up? What's he talking
Have
about?
I got a correct answer yet?
No, it's still the Ukraine.
Laser tape is blocking some of the lenses.
Let me.
From the dead. So who brought you back? A wizard. Wizard?
Where's the proof? Where's the proof?
You read too many Harry Potter books.
Show us the proof.
That's Harry Potter.
Yeah, fiction books.
Yeah, but
Your
we
one.
talk about Lazarus.
Your one's a
You're
fiction
the one
book.
who said Lazarus.
Yeah.
Right. Was Lazarus a real person?
You need
Oh, really? So why do you mention him? Because? Why?
You know, DC Comics. People come back.
No. We want to forensically examine what you stated.
Oh, forensically.
Yes. Why did you say Lazarus?
Do you have forensic evidence for Jesus?
Why did you?
Because I read a book.
Hold it. You're the one who said Lazarus, not me. Why?
Because he said in the book, Lazarus came back from the dead.
Who said Lazarus come back from the dead?
In the book.
Who?
Who said it?
Yeah.
Someone in the book.
What's the name of the person?
Actually,
Huh?
I can't remember.
Jesus Christ.
He never said it.
So why you? He's the one who said, Jesus said, Lazarus, come out.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not true then.
So you don't like Jesus? Why not?
Killed him.
But Jesus brought himself back from the dead.
You got the wrong Jesus. He likes Jesus.
It's just a story.
Okay, where's the dead body of one Jesus Christ?
Israel.
Where?
In the sand.
What town?
Okay, ask him.
What
What clothes
place?
did Jesus wear? What clothes?
What place?
How are he dressing?
Well, you're very vague, aren't you?
You got the bones. The dead bones.
Who told you that? Who examined those dead bones?
Doctor.
Which one?
Doctor Who? I can't remember.
Doctor Who? From BBC television.
That's right.
Come
How
on.
did Jesus dress?
Right, you said bones, right? Why would you say bones?
Because Jesus was a man, a human. And when he died,
Yes.
the bones were left.
Have you got eyewitnesses?
No.
So you're conjecturizing. That's deadly in a court of law.
It's not good enough.
No good. You need eyewitnesses.
Yeah, but we got the bones, forensic.
Hang on. Which bones?
We think it's Jesus' bones.
You think, but you're not sure, are you? You believe. Oh, I thought you were an atheist.
I am.
So why are you saying you believe?
I believe in lots of things.
As an atheist?
Yeah.
Really?
I believe in my children. I believe in my wife.
You're very religious, aren't you?
Atheist religious.
By the way, I'm not religious.
You're not religious.
Well, thank you. I personally have got no time whatsoever for man-made religion. Period. I'm not interested.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
But I am interested in the
69
truth.
books are man-made. 69 books are
Right.
man-made.
Jesus said, I am the truth.
What's your evidence?
Okay, the resurrection.
No. What's your evidence that
That
Jesus said
is my evidence.
that? No, what's your
Right.
evidence that Jesus said that?
Okay, very simple. There were eyewitnesses who heard him. People that have long gone.
Yeah, what's your name?
Matthew, Levi, Peter.
Did you write that down?
Yes, it's written. Yeah, it's in a document. The document is called the New Testament.
Yeah, I believe that.
Okay, what is the New Testament?
What is it?
What is it? A book by whom?
Matthew, Mark.
Mr. Porter.
Okay, who was Matthew? You got no clue. Okay, who was Mark?
One of the Simon sons.
You don't know. But yes, I do actually. I spent 50 years examining the documents.
Where's he from?
Right. Matthew Levi, surnamed Alphaeus, was a tax agent. Yeah. You like to pay your income tax to No, you don't, do you?
Why should we when you pay for us? Why do you want to pay tax? You pay for us.
Oh,
We're here on holiday.
Right.
All our life.
I'm obliged to.
Okay.
Yeah.
There were two governments in the land of Israel when Matthew Levi existed. One was the local government of Israel. However, the top was the Roman Empire. Now, the Romans invaded Israel in 63 BC. The Caesars ruled through local politicians. They also set up their own government locally. And the head of that government was the governor called Pontius Pilate. Right, you heard about him. Okay, you know where he came from? No, he came from Spain. He was Spanish. Okay, he was given the governorship as a favor from the Roman powers in Italy.
Yes.
Now, Pontius Pilate is the one who authorized the murder of Jesus Christ. And he carried it out. The dead body was then transferred under his orders to a new tomb. Roman soldiers were given the duty of protecting the dead body of Jesus Christ. So why did they run away on Sunday morning? Yeah. Well, what's the one reason? Why were they scared?
They saw a ghost.
Not necessarily, that means yes. That means yes. Anyone who supports crusade is a fascist. You just said something. That's percolation. 1 and 2. You are preaching a false gospel. You are preaching a false gospel. There is no such thing as Christian nationalism. Not at all.
He shouldn't be here. All he's doing is stirring hatred.
I'm not stirring hatred. You are stirring hatred by saying Christian nation.
Not about hate and the hate.
Find me one verse in the Bible that says we are to form nations. I'm not bringing hate. I just believe in religious freedom, and you are preaching ethno-nationalism. That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
I'm actually right, I'm
Do you
shouting
support
loud.
Bob in this case? Bob is a false teacher. Bob is a false teacher, too scared to debate me. Bob, who's Bob? He must be the only one in this park who doesn't know who Bob is. He's not here, he's too scared. He's at home with Mama. By the way, it's Christmas Day today. There's a load of guys down there saying that today's Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day today. And there is more biblical evidence for today being Christmas Day than there is the 25th of December. Because that was put in.
You're getting sidetracked with what the message is about.
Yeah, but you're saying there is such thing as a Christian nation. There is no such thing as a Christian nation. It's oxymoron.
It's governed by the
And this
Torah.
sort of attitude has caused problems in the Middle East. It has caused problems in India. These people saying there
a
are
word
Christian.
you're saying, mate, because he's just too loud and he doesn't know what he's on about.
Well, I do know what I'm on about because what I oppose is Christian nationalism. There is no such thing in the Bible. You are a Christian nationalist. And it is false, and you know it. You should read your Bible, find me one verse. Bob can only pull out one verse from the New Testament.
Bob the Crusader.
Bob the Crusader.
We're asking a question.
You don't know who Bob is. You come down the speaker's corner, you don't know who Bob is. It's hilarious. I just asked a question.